Hello! My name is Emmy and I'm here to represent Adventure Box. Is it your first time here? Welcome, welcome, welcome! Welcome aboard! Or if you're just curious, thank you for your interest in us. Right, before I start babbling your ears off, if you're a newbie here, I bet you're wondering, what is Adventure Box? Well, Adventure Box is a tool that allows anybody to make, play and share games directly in the browser. Our vision is that it should be easy for anybody to make a game without a need to download or code anything. All you need to make a game with us is an Adventure Box account. But we all gotta start somewhere. Namely, how are games made here? Follow my lead and I'll show you. Well, first of all, you need a game world that you can fill and modify. It will be like an artist's canvas, if you will. To make one, you go to our maker page. You can access it by clicking here on the front page, or up here on the player page. Ta-da! Welcome to the maker page. Oh, just a quick mention before we get going. See this list of thumbnails down here? This is the list of games that you've made. Now, when you first start out, this list will obviously not exist, but as you make more games, it will get filled. When you're in the maker, you can access this list at any time if you want to switch to a different world to work on. Lastly, I want to draw your attention to this square with dots in it in the thumbnails. This will bring up some options. Game page will, well, take you to a game's game page. From here, you can actually test play your game. Duplicate creates a copy of your world. And finally, delete is exactly what it sounds like. It will delete your game world. Though not immediately, it will ask first if you want to do this, so if you click it by accident, don't worry. Right, with that out of the way, let's get going. To create a game world, just click Create a New World. Whoa, options already. Decisions. Right now, you can choose between creating an open world game, a battlefield game, and not capture the flag. Well, we're hoping to give you more freedom of creation in the future, so keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, depending on which type of game you want to make, there will be some slight differences in the maker, but I'll explain more in a later video. By the way, if you're ever a bit unsure as to what the different options mean, just click this little eye up here, and you'll get a small description. Moving on though, click on the type of game you want to make. More options! 6 of them! Let's go over what they are, shall we? The 3 choices up here are templates. They all have a set size, and in the case of the latter 2 options, some set pieces already placed out in them. Creating a template world is easy. Just press click to continue. And voila! A small flatland. By the way, the other 2 templates will actually vary depending on which type of game you want to make. Let's look at the options down here. The terraforming options gives you more freedom over how your world should look. If you need some more guidance on what all the options do, click yes when asked if you want some help with the creation process. For this video though, you've got me, so we don't need this. I hope. First of all, do you want to create a flatland? Or do you want to generate terrain? The difference between a terraformed flatland and a template flatland is that the template will always be a small grassland. If you terraform a flatland, however, you get to choose the size and the material you want it to be made of. And then just click Create World. I should mention right now that the larger your world is, the longer it will take to generate it. Presto! A bunch of dirt. Perfect for mole people. Okay, that's the flatland, but what about terrain? Just like the flatland, you start by choosing the world's size. Then, pick your climate. Do you want a temperate world, a snow-covered landscape, a desert, maybe a mix of all 3? This lets you choose how bumpy you want your world to be. Do you want it to be basically flat? Do you want some hills here and there? Or do you want extreme differences in elevation? This lets you choose the amount of water in your world. If you want little to no water, some puddles and lakes, or basically a flooded world. Lastly, you can set a world seed. If you've played Minecraft, this might look familiar. A world seed is a word, phrase, or number that will further help determine the look of your world. And if you don't want one, just leave it blank. And now we're ready to go. Just click Create World. And now we wait. By the way, you don't have to sit here and wait if you don't want to. An email will be sent to you when the world is ready, so just be patient. Speaking of ready, mine is! And I'm smack dab in the middle of an ocean. Okay, let's move on. This is the Google Map import. This option will let you scan a part of a map and it will generate terrain for you. Left-click and drag on this map to find the area you wish to scan. Hold down Ctrl or Command, depending on whether you're on a Mac or a Windows, and scroll the wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out. Or use the plus and minus buttons over here. Once you pick the area you want, click Next. Depending on the size of the area you want scanned, it might take a little while. So again, you don't need to stick around and wait. Play with your pet. Read a book. Have a snack. Or something. Once the scan is done, we're all set. Just click Create World and the process will begin. Sorry to repeat myself, but the size of the world and the busyness of our servers affect the amount of time it takes to create the world. You can go and do something else while you wait if you want. And it's done. You'll notice we have one world creation option left. Adventure Box actually lets you upload Minecraft maps that you can then modify as you please. But I think I'll save that for the next video. For any questions, please leave a comment on this video, send us an email or join our Discord server. The link is in the description below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.